Oh, guys, deluded you. Now Arsenal 5, Benfica 2, 8 points on the board in regards to the Emirates Cup. For those of you who don't know how the Emirates Cup works, I can't imagine any of you don't. You get points for scoring as well as 3 points for winning. So yeah, we've got 8 points obviously for 3 points. Scored 5 point each. Yeah, it's 8. So yeah, going into the game, Wenger spoke about the importance of giving everybody a game, getting 90 minutes for everyone and as many people as he could. Said he'd play two different sides, and he somewhat stayed true to his word. We saw like Reece Nelson, who's I've told you guys for a while about, and took his chances pre-season, given a run out in the Emirates Cup, as did Maitland-Niles. And I'm familiar again. I don't know why we keep playing him there. I understand the education side of it, but it really makes no sense playing centre half because Lesniak on the left hand side actually thought Maitland-Niles and him could have swapped because he can play that better than Maitland-Niles can play centre half. Coquelin and Xhaka, familiar pairing. Who else was there? Giroud, Theo, Iwobi. I don't think I'm missing anyone else out. If I am, forgive me. Or Spina. Yeah, Holding who's recently returned and joined up with the boys again, back. So yeah, if I'm forgetting anyone, forgive me, guys. Giroud is caught as well. So yeah, going into the game, we knew what we was expected to do. I think Benfica's season starts slightly earlier than the Premier League, so they were going to be a sharp and exciting side. Not only that, they've got some decent little players. They're a side that's decent in possession and things like that. We know Benfica always makes stars. Lindelof's just gone to United. I think he's going to be a decent centre-half. He's having a tough period at the moment, but yeah, David Luiz, Matic went there and then came back a different player. Di Maria, the list goes on. So we knew it was a decent side we were going to play. That being said, the opening exchanges, in particular the first 10 minutes, it was poor from both sides, I felt. Quite cagey, weren't that much space, poor quality passes all round, both sides struggling to really get a phase of passing together and get some passing passes going. That being said, at Benfica, if I'm honest, they were slightly better than us in the opening exchanges, and they deserved their goal, to be honest. Maitland-Niles again playing an unfamiliar centre half position. The ball's put exactly in between him and Mertesacker. I felt Mertesacker could have done better there. So yeah, we make a mess of our clearances. Eventually, I think Jonas is a scramble. Jonas does really, really well to head it back into the space. Benfica guy, whoever it is, I'm sorry, I cannot remember his name, takes advantage. We go 1-0 behind. And it's only when we go a goal behind that we decide to wake up in typical Arsenal fashion. I mean, the key thing in pre-season is to learn where you went wrong last season. And I keep telling you guys in my videos about things like this. But yeah, we go a goal behind. Typical Arsenal fashion, we decide to wake up and there's a bit more fluidity into our play. Nelson put a good account of himself in today's game as well. Was getting lively, was having a run, was getting out muscled, and perhaps at times was playing in positions he shouldn't have. But nonetheless, he was a bright spark. I think Iwobi did well. Xhaka played quite well, in my opinion, quiet but effective. So yeah, we were really getting onto the ball. Theo obviously had a good game, and yeah, eventually we got the breakthrough. Great play from Lesniak. Eventually finds Theo. It's 1-1, and yeah. And then yeah, we go 2-1, and then a quick. It's not really. I wouldn't say quick fire, but shortly after, we're playing with some real fluency. We're playing with some confidence. We're playing with some swagger. The fans are there. It's obviously raining, so the pitch was disgusting, and the play that did impact the play, but that's no excuse. And yeah, we get a second. Coquelin in particular, Coquelele done great prior to he came off. He actually had a crap game, but that little passage was great. Him, Iwobi, and Kozlesny actually linking up down the left hand side again, and it eventually finds Theo. 2-1, and it looks like we're turning a new leaf and the floodlights look like they're going to open until, again, cheap mistakes like we saw in the Premier League last year when we're meant to be shutting out and we're getting to the end of halves or whatnot. We switch our focus. Poor ball from Mertesacker in the 38th minute. Poor ball from Mertesacker. Sloppy pass, and then Maitland-Niles continues where BFG left off. Blind pass. I've told you guys about Maitland-Niles blind passes. Blind pass. They pick us apart. Eventually, they put it in. It's 2-2 in the 38th minute, and yeah, we can now go into halftime conceding 2 cheap goals, especially because you consider the fact I forgot to mention both of the efforts were slightly deflected, just cheap goals. And when you're meant to be learning what you're meant to have learned from last season and apply it to the season coming and think about where you went wrong, it was playground defending is awful. I mean, failures to cut out crosses, still not engaging in the channels, being second to headers, just basic stuff, clearing without conviction, clearing into dumb areas, not clearing. Just real silly stuff. I mean, it's a side note. It's not really defending, but it just came to me. Theo, why are you taking free kicks? It's 2013. Please stop. Just stop that. There was no tempo in our game, especially the first 20 minutes. I mean, yeah, the first 20 minutes, first 10 especially. I know we scored, but yeah, it wasn't the tempo. I mean, we're playing at home. We're probably the biggest team in the Emirates Cup. We know we've got Lacazette, the big money signing. All the fans want to see it. we should have played with a bit more intent and hunger from the start. Second half, by this point, Coquelin already came off injured. Hopefully, it's minimal damage, but he came off by this point. Holding came off for Chambers, and then they came on for Coquelin. And yeah, second half, we just needed to put it right 2-2. I mean, we need to kind of win this Emirates Cup. It don't really mean anything, but when you consider we've got Chelsea at Wembley soon, we need to start showing stuff, especially defensively, which we didn't. So yeah, going into the second half, I believe we played well. We started off stronger than them. We kept doing our thing, and yeah. I think eventually a ball, what happened now? This is what I hate when there's like 7 goals, because it's hard to remember these things. Yeah, there was a little scruffle in their half. Eventually it goes to Chambers. Chambers finds Theo. Theo's onside. That's one great play I can't fault about Theo. His movement at times is superb. Falls to Theo. Eventually slots it home. 56th minute. Theo should have scored. He was late. Giroud. I think Giroud, Nelson, Xhaka, they were all excellent in a counter-attacking move. Theo should have really scored, got his hat-trick and put it to bed. 63rd minute, I believe, Nelson, excellent cross, checks back in, sent the guy, checked back in on his left, put it in, Giroud tapped in. I think I'm missing out on an own goal here. I think Theo eventually forced an own goal somewhere as well, guys. Like, just go and check the highlights if you want to see the goals. Then, yeah, man, Giroud was denied again from Cesar. Cesar had a decent game, in my opinion. He denied a number of efforts. And then I think in the 70th minute, Iwobi rounds it up, bags his goal. Giroud assists. Iwobi puts it in, and we know how Iwobi's been speaking about wanting to make the difference in regards to assists and goals and things of that nature. So yeah, Kozlesniak was also great in that instance. In the end, I mean, 5-2. 2 sloppy goals. We did wake up. There's a lot to be happy about, but there's a lot to be sad about. Giroud had an excellent game, got a goal, got some assists, I believe. Nelson put a good account of himself. He's 17, he's still growing, and he showed that in some aspects, needing to bulk up, etc., overplaying, but he looked decent. Maitland-Niles, bar the 2 incidences, was very brilliant. And yeah, that's all we can really say. I mean, we know we had a poor game, and we just had to just somehow win it. Like I said, we've got Chelsea at Wembley soon. We look forward to tomorrow against Seville, and then we move on to that. Guys, to Lou Laguna, I'm signing out. Thank you for watching.